just jump on. So are you both well? No injuries or anything? Yildiz, I hope your son is going to be joining in.
I don't know, yeah. Join us.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start standing. So if you want to stand up, and we'll just kind of do 5-minute warm-up, 20-minute main section, and then a 5-minute stretch. That's how it's going to work. So if you want to stand with your feet about hip distance apart. So if you look down, they should be directly below where your hips are, knees, ankles, all in line. And then just rock forwards and back on your heels and toes. And then we're just going to gradually decrease that rock so that you feel like your weight is evenly balanced across the whole foot. So become smaller and smaller, that rocking forward and back until you feel really centralized. So your weight is across the whole of the foot. So then you're just standing nice and tall. In this position, I want you to think about making sure that you're not sticking your bum out behind you. So the pelvis is slightly tucked. There's a slight bend in the knee and the shoulders are down and back. So no curling forward of the shoulders. Really think about pulling your shoulder blades down into your back pockets if you have any. So we're standing up nice and tall. Imagine there's string on the top of your head, lifting you up from the crown of your head. So you're growing from the top of your head rather than lifting the chin, growing from the top, really lengthening through the spine. From here, just take a couple of shoulder rolls back, nice big exaggerated movements. And then a few forwards as well. And we're going to reach our right arm all the way up, reach it up as high as you can, and then bend over to the side. So feel a stretch in the side, a lifting, and lengthening through the rib cage over to the corner of the room. And once you feel like you can stretch no more, you can drop that hand down, drop the chin to your chest, come to center, and then come back up to standing. Other arm is going to reach up nice and high. Before bending, keep lengthening, keep space between the ribs and the hips. Reach, and then come down, chin to chest, and then coming up. So if you've done Pilates before, you will be familiar with the roll downs, really nice spinal articulation. So if you stand at the end of your mat, facing your mat, we're going to start from the chin, tucking the chin and articulating the spine, vertebra by vertebra until we're into a forward fold. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, then you're going to roll down. Imagine you're curling your spine as much as you can. Keep the head hanging heavy, arms hanging heavy, and you're going to fold in half as much as you can. So you should feel a stretch down the back of the legs, maybe down the neck, maybe down the back if you're particularly tight, and then just hang heavy. So try not to look up, let your mind look through your knees, and just hang here for a second, feeling into that tightness, just recognizing where you might be tight. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. And then as you exhale, slowly roll back up. So you're stacking your spine back up in the reverse of how we got down. Stacking all the way back up to that nice, tall, standing position. Once you're up, you can roll the shoulders back, lift the head. It should feel quite refreshing to get back up there. We're going to roll down again. So inhaling through the nose. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest. Let the arms hang heavy like a rag doll. Curling all the way down. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Seeing if your hands get a little bit closer to the floor. Once we're down here now, we're going to walk out so that you're on your hands and your knees. Okay, so hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And from here, we're just going to do some abdominal prep. So we need to tuck your toes under. Engage the core, lengthen through the spine so your neck is in alignment with the spine. You're not hanging the head. You're just going to lift your knees an inch off the mat. So pushing into the floor through your palms and your fingertips and your toes, lifting your knees just an inch off the mat. So you're hovering your knees off the mat. You should feel the lower abdominals engaged, quads engaging. Hold it here. Push through the floor. Don't collapse into the shoulders. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees. You're going to step out into a plank, but imagine if someone was just looking at your top half of your body, they would think that you're not moving. Okay, that's how still you're going to stay. So we're going to step our right leg back into a plank position, and then the left leg is going to join, and the body doesn't move the whole time. So starting on your hands and knees, step the right foot back, and then the left is going to join. Hold that strong plank, hold it there, keep the pelvis tucked, and then the right knee can come down, left knee can come down. Left leg goes back, upper body doesn't move, right leg goes to join. Hold this plank, breathe. Nice and strong in the plank, core is engaged, don't let those hips drop, we don't want any saggy hips. Squeeze and come back in. We're going to just do that one more time, holding it a little longer. So spread the fingers, fingertips pushing into the mat, step the right leg back. Left leg joins, upper body stays still, head and neck along. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, sit back, arms forwards, relax. We're going to get started. So basically the way this works is that we have 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, times 4 for 5 moves. But there's progressions, so you can make it harder each time. It'll make sense when we do it. Just do as I say, and I'll offer you progression as we go. So we're starting on the floor, on our backs, glute bridges. Nice and easy to begin with. First set is always going to be the easiest. Feet about a foot away from your bum. Feet hip width apart, knees pointing up to the ceiling. So we're just going to be tucking up and down for 45 seconds. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Squeeze up and down. As you're doing this, make sure that your knees are staying in alignment with the hips and the ankles. So your knees aren't swaying out to the side. You're really squeezing the bum as you go up and down, keeping the core engaged as you lift the hips up and going at a nice pace. So you don't want it too slow. You want to just start getting nice and warm in the glutes, the hamstrings, pushing up, gently curling back down. We've got 12 seconds to go, and then we'll have a 15-second break. Almost there, keep it going, pushing up. 3, 2, 1. This time, you're going to take your feet wider. So if you're on a mat, they're as wide as the mat and turned out on a diagonal. So we're going to activate the side of the glutes now, the side of the bum. In 3, 2, 1. Push up, squeeze the knees out. Come down, push up, squeeze the knees wide. You should feel the side of the bum, the gluteus medius, engaging here. Push up, keep that pace nice and high. Push through the heels, squeeze the knees out and down, out and down. Keep this going, it's just 45 seconds of work. Push up, really focus on squeezing the bum. The more you can think about the muscles that are working, the more they're going to be activated. Don't let the knees cave in as you push up. Keep the knees squeezing wide. 10 seconds. Really squeeze at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. You can either do the same again or this time single leg. So the right foot's going to stay down. You're going to hold the left knee in with the right hand, holding it in nice and close to the chest. We're deactivating this area and really working on that right leg, loading the right. Let's push up and down. Keep that knee in on the left. Really squeezing through the hamstring now, having to work. If you have to adjust your foot position to bring it a little bit closer to your bum so you can get a little bit more height in the bridge, that's absolutely fine. Pushing up and down, push. Lots of work for one leg. Hopefully you're starting to feel it in the glutes. Push up and down. 15 seconds left on this side, then we've just got the other side to go. Then that's the end of our first exercise. 7 seconds. Push. 3, 2, 1. Relax down. Switching sides. Holding that right knee in now, left foot flat on the floor. Ready to squeeze up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up and down. 45 seconds. Make sure that working leg, the knee, isn't dropping out to the side now. It's pointing straight up to the ceiling. Push up. through the heel, push. Ground that left foot. Squeeze that right knee in. And really use the posterior chain, the hamstrings and glutes, as you're pushing that hip up nice and high. 20 seconds to go. Keep going, 15. We're into the last 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done. So that's the first set done. So basically we have 4 more exercises and it's a similar format. Now, if you have bands like this, you can use these in these exercises. You might not want to use your bands because you might not be able to move your legs at all. It's absolutely fine not to use any band. You'll still get work. And in fact, I think I'll use my purple band. The purple band's slightly easier. So, and we'll just wait for Kerry to, she's gone to fetch her bands. And then you're just going to place it just above the knee. Just so it's not over the joint, just above the knee. So we've got 2 exercises on one side, and then for the second half, we'll switch over to the other side. So the first one, elbow directly under shoulder. Your knees are pointing forward slightly. So if you were looking from this way, if you're looking down, the knees are forward, they're not in line with the body. So knees are forward, feet are in line with the body. So my feet are together, we're just going to be squeezing that upper knee up and down. So nice and easy for the first 45 seconds. If you're more comfortable down, you can come all the way down, resting your head down here. 3, 2, 1, let's go, squeeze. So really, again, working that side of the bum, lifting up. All of these exercises are really going to help with alignment and strength, just in everyday activities. So if you're running, if you're just walking lots, strengthening the glute medius, strengthening down the side of the leg, ITB, it's going to really help. If your band is rolling, you can move it forward on one knee, back on the other knee. Wherever's comfortable for you. We've got 15 seconds left to go. Keep the pace nice and high. Keep the alignment good. Engage, shoulders down. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Option to make it harder now. On the elbow, knees coming in line, you're going to lift the hips at the same time as the knee comes up. So we've got this underneath side working as well. You can do that, or you can stick with the easier version. We're going to go. So wherever you're doing it, let's go. If you're doing it like me here, make sure that your knees are now in line with the rest of the body. They're not coming forwards anymore. And this should really start to have a nice burn in the sides. Push up, really pushing that underneath hip up towards the sky, staying in one straight line down the whole body, lifting the upper leg up as high as you can, squeeze up. Keeping the knees bent at 90 degrees. We've got 12 seconds left. Good work. I really shouldn't have lit the fire behind me earlier. It's been really cold in the UK, but it's not feeling quite so cold now. I've got the heating and the fire on. 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, you can either roll over or change ends. We're going to work the other side. So first of all, nice, easy exercise. Feet in together in our plan. Knees forward. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Squeeze up. Just give me a quick yes or no. Are we starting to feel it in the sides? Yeah. Okay, I am. Good. Face up, squeezing the knee high. 15 seconds left to go before we can go into our progression. Last 10. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. 45 seconds left of work. The hardest bit will be over soon. We've got 8 seconds. Whatever you did on the last side, make sure you repeat it on this side. 3, 2, 1. Lift the hip and the knee if you're going for the full progression. Nice. Good. It's always harder on the second side because the muscles are already fatigued. So it's always, that's why if you do these kind of things regularly, it's always nice to alternate which side you start first with. Remember your breath, that can really help. So ideally here, we're going to inhale when we're down, exhale on the exertion. But really, as long as you're breathing, that's just fine. Too much to think about. 10 seconds. Keep it going. Squeeze that leg up as high as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, round off. Abdominals are next. So we've got a little bit of series, an ab series, and we're going to be starting with a really classic Pilates move called the 100. And this is in tabletop position. So with tabletop position, you want to ensure that your back is flat on the floor. So when our legs lift off, we want to ensure that the core is engaged. Imagine drawing your ribs down towards your hips, engaging your six pack. There's no gap underneath your back. So if you were to shine a light underneath your back, nothing would come out the other side. So from here, lying down nice and flat, we're going to exhale, lift our right leg up so that our right knee is directly above the hip, shin parallel to the floor, and then the left one's going to join. So if you do not feel your lower abdominals engaging, it means your knees are too close to you. Make sure the knees are just above the hips. Your legs don't have to be together. Shins parallel to the floor. You shouldn't be able to see your feet sticking up above your knees. Shins parallel to the floor. From here, you're going to exhale, lift the head and shoulders up, reach your fingertips towards your heels, and then we're going to hold it here and pulse our hands. So in this position, 3, 2, 1, pulse the arms up and down, lift. Think about trying to reach the back of the room. So wherever your fingertips are reaching towards, try and curl up higher and pulse straight arms up and down, moving from the shoulders. Keep the chin slightly tucked. Lovely position. Good. Very nice tabletop. Good. Breathe. Keep that contraction. Excuse me. Nice, long, slow breaths. 10 seconds left. Almost there. 5. Lift up higher. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down into a full body stretch. Lift your arms above the head. Stretch your legs out. Next exercise, single leg stretch. We're going to be again in that forward flexion. So head and shoulders lifted, one leg extended, one leg bent and holding it in. If you can get here now, then we're going to switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Head and shoulders never touch the floor. Chin stays tucked in. Feet never touch the floor. The leg extends, but it doesn't touch. Keep the abdominals engaged. Keep that lift. Hug that knee in when it gets close to you. Feel the abdominals taking the pressure as you switch the legs. See if you can curl up a little bit higher. 15 seconds. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. This time, a bicycle crunch. So really similar thing, except we're going to be twisting the torso. Right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee. Try not to let the feet touch the floor if you can. 3, 2, 1. Keep it slow and controlled. Big twist of the chest as you try and get that elbow towards the knee. Head and shoulders stay lifted. Slow, controlled twist. Try not to let that foot touch the floor when it's extended. If you're starting to feel pain in the neck, you can just release slightly and you can just move your legs, or you can support the head slightly with the hands, as long as you're not pulling the head. 8 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Release, stretch. One more exercise to go here. We're going to do the double leg stretch. So before we had the single leg stretch, one leg in, one leg out, this time both legs are coming in, then arms and legs extend. So starting in this nice curled up position and then extend. In, nice relax when you're in, extend, keep the chin tucked, head and shoulders stay lifted off the floor, feet do not touch the floor. Make sure when you're extending the legs that your back is not arching off the floor. If you feel your back lifting, don't take your legs quite so low. 8 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Full body stretch. Oh, you can tell I don't work out enough because I really feel it in my abdominals. Okay, so upper body now. So Kerry, Liz, in fact, both of you are going to smash this because you've both been working hard on your press-ups. So we're starting with a push-up, and the first set is going to be on our knees. But what we're going to focus on is really having the elbows in close to the rib cage. So rather than your elbows coming wide and chest coming to floor, you're going to think about your elbows scraping your ribs as you come in. So try not to cross the ankles. We're just going to have the feet next to each other. Your one nice long straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Keep the bum tucked under, so no arching of the back. Pressing up, 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we can get that chest all the way down to the floor. Keep the neck in alignment with the spine, so you're not looking up, you're not hanging the head heavy. Exhaling as you push up, nice and strong. Your chest leads the way, so the hips should never touch the floor unless the chest is completely on the floor. Going at your own pace, keep it going. We have got 15 seconds left. 10. So let the shoulders creep up to the ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax for 15. This time the hands are going to come wider. So now instead of close to the ribs, we're like an arrowhead with the elbows coming out slightly wider. We're engaging more of the chest rather than triceps. Should feel slightly easier. 3, 2, 1. Still coming nice and low, and try not to cross the legs. Again, make sure that your back isn't arching, so stay tucked at the pelvis. Oh, I definitely don't do enough press-ups either. This is starting to feel very challenging. 25 seconds to go. Don't hang the head as you get tired, so it can be tempting to stick the chin forwards. Keep that neck long. 15 seconds to go. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back, relax. 2 more sets to go. This time we're back to that narrow press up. You can do it on your toes or your knees, but as soon as you've pressed up, you're coming onto your toes. You're walking back, hips high, walking back, press up. So press up position, knees or toes, 1 times press up. Come into a plank, walk your hands back, legs stay straight. Feel the stretch in the legs, and then walk forwards again. 1 times press up, toes or knees. Back onto your toes, walk the hands back. Feel the stretch in the legs. Feel the shoulders having to work as you push back. 20 seconds to go. Challenge yourself if you can to do the press up on your toes. I can't come back up on my toes. I had to come onto my knees. Pushing back, coming forwards. Relax. Last set to go. Sit back, stretch the arms. So this last time we're going to add a side plank, alternating. So you go press up, then onto your toes, twist to the side, open up wide, back to center, press up, let's go. And then you can twist to the other side. So 1 press up, on your toes, twisting, open. One press up on your toes. So if you can do all of this on your toes, that's the goal. We've got 20 seconds left. Keep going. Almost there, 10 seconds. 5, 4, one more press up, 2, 1. Can't get back up again. Well done. Okay, one more set to go. And we're standing. So when you're ready, bring yourself onto your toes, roll yourself up. And we're going to finish standing up. So this time, we're going to have our feet about hip width apart, and you're going to be in a semi-squat. Okay, so knees in alignment with ankles and hips, a semi-squat position, leaning forward slightly at the hips. Right leg only is going to come back and up, nice and fast. Left leg never straightens. So this is easy. This is a lot harder, staying low, putting a lot of pressure in that supporting leg, okay? 45 seconds one side, 45 seconds the other, twice through. So find this position, push the hips back, nice and long in the back, shoulders down and back, right leg steps back, toe on the floor, 3, 2, 1, up, down, left leg never straightens. Good. You can swing the arms like a sprinter. So one arm back as that knee comes up. Stay low in that supporting leg. We want to start feeling the effort in that still leg, in that supporting leg. Spread the toes. Weight even across the feet. Foot. 20 seconds to go. Don't straighten that left leg. Don't be tempted to slow down. Don't be tempted to stand up straight. We've got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Did you feel it? Hopefully you felt it in that supporting leg. Feels a little bit of tension in there. Getting ready for the other side in 5, 4, squat down, 3, nice and low, straight back, 2, 1, left leg back and up. Core is engaged all the time. Shoulders are down and back. So one thing really important in Pilates, alignment. We want to really stack the spine to be in that position of strength, and that's going to be supported by the core all the time. Stay low in that right leg. No standing up. Keep the pace up. Good. 20 seconds to go. See if you can have a bit of a sprint finish for the final 12 seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Last time each side. This time to make it a little bit harder, if you want to, in this position, you're going to bring your arms up nice and long. So we're taking the swinging arms out of the equation, working into the back, core having to work a bit harder. Let's go. It's up to you if you want to be here or not, but keep that right leg nice and fast. Stay low in the left. Stay long through the neck. Squeeze the shoulders if those arms are up. Good job. Keep it going. Fast pace. We are over halfway. Stay low in that left. Good work. Almost there now. 15 seconds. Go. How fast can you go? Core squeezing in. Belly button to spine. Reach up with the hands. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Last side coming up, then we're going to stretch. Goes so quickly, huh? 10 seconds. Whew. 5, 4, 3, squat down, arms up. Let's go. Up, back, back. No cheating now, last side, stay low in that right side. So if your neck is in alignment with your spine, it means you're looking towards the corner of the room. You're not looking straight down, you're not looking up ahead. You're on that diagonal. Sit back into that right side. 20 seconds to go. So you know what that means. We're coming into that final push. Up, down, go. Squeeze the core. Try and minimize twist in the torso by engaging the abs. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Good job. Nice work. So now we're just going to stretch. Well, I'm going to have a drink. So Kerry, I was saying to you, Liz, before you jumped on, that actually this is more for me than anyone else because I needed someone to hold me accountable to like stick to a workout. So I appreciate you guys showing up for me and making me do it. Okay. We get to sit down. Bring the soles of your feet together. And sit up nice and tall. So shoulders down and back. Really trying to minimize any rolling forward. If you find it really hard to sit up straight, like this, in this position, you might want to sit on a block or a cushion or a rolled up towel in order to allow that to happen. So just gently rock from side to side. We want to start to feel a stretch in the inner thighs by pushing the elbows down onto the legs. Again, keeping the back as long as you can. So in this position, again, we're trying not to do this. We're trying to do this. Push the chest forwards, pull the shoulder blades down and back, and still trying to push the knees down. If you don't have the flexibility in the hips to allow you to get down, to push the legs out, you can just come up here and try and push the knees down from this tall position as opposed to just curling in on yourself. Nice and long in the spine. Okay, we're going to straighten the right leg only. Right leg comes forward, left leg stays in. The right leg straight in front of you. We're going to lift our arms up. Inhale. Exhale, reach forwards, folding over the top of that leg. Chest towards knee, forehead, reaching, lengthening towards the ankle. Stretching down the back of that leg. So as you exhale, try and relax the hamstring, relax the muscles that are being stretched. Try not to hold them tight. Coming up, we're going to change legs. Lift up, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Breathe into that stretch. Try and get an equal stretch on both sides. And then both legs forward. So you typically find one leg is more flexible than the other. For me, massively, my right leg is. Lifting up and reach forwards, both legs out straight. So if you do have a dominant side or a side that's more flexible, try not to, when you're stretching both at the same time, try not to lean into that easy side. Like it would be a lot easier for me to just lean over to my more comfortable side. Try and stay really central. Get an even stretch. Okay, we're going to come up onto your knees, put your arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Externally rotate the shoulders, squeeze the arms back, lift the chest up and forwards, and then if you want to, head to mat, arms over the top. Gently release that stretch. Just to finish, we're going to come onto our toes, but stay in a nice ball. Hands flat on the floor. Inhale. As you exhale, straighten the legs. Forward fold. See if your hands are closer to the floor than they were at the beginning. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and slowly roll up to standing as slow as you can, stacking that spine. Head's going to come up last. Up, 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 piece by piece. Roll the shoulders back as the head lifts. We're going to inhale our hands up above our head. Bring your palms together as you exhale down in front of your chest and give yourself a big round of applause. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it, even if it was just the stretch and not necessarily the exercises. And feel free to leave your comments in the group. I will post the link to the video so everyone else can try it. And have a great rest of your day. Kerry, Liz, I hope you get to bed soon.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.